And now, CBS 4 Sports with Clay Williams.
Hello, Rio Grande Valley High School football fans. CBS 4 Sports Director Clay Williams with you once again, making my picks for Week 4 of the Valley High School football season. But before we get to Week 4, let's tell you how we did in Week 3 after a horrible Week 2 that we don't even want to talk about. Week 3 was back on top again, a very good ranking, 23-6 overall for my picks in Week 3. Over the season, that puts me at 61-24 overall. That's a 72% winning percentage. I like that. Let's see if we can improve on it, get as close as we can to 80. Remember, it's a bye week for 23 of our Valley High School football teams this week, so only 19 games to pick. That means it could be bad if I don't get all of them right, or at least most of them right. Let's go ahead and go through the picks. Thursday night, only one game to tell you about. Non-district, EdCal-Chelsea travels to La Jolla to take on the Juarez-Lincoln Huskies. EdCal-Chelsea still riding high after that comeback win over Vela. I've got La Máquina Amarilla coming away with a win there. So Friday, 18 games. Let's go from west to east and finish up with the ones that are out of the valley. Starting in the west, it is Laredo Martin at Rio Grande City. This a District 31 5A game. I've got the Rio Grande City Rattlers keeping up their undefeated record. They'll go to 4-0 with a big win at home over the Martin Tigers. PSJ North travels to La Jolla to take on the Coyotes. PSJ North's Raiders running the ball very well these days. Their defense looking good as well. I don't think La Jolla's got the offense to stay with PSJ North. I've got the Silver and Black Attack winning there. Roma travels to Mission Veterans. It is another District 31 5A game. This one could be very, very important in the standings. Roma coming off that loss to Laredo Nixon, their first loss of the year. Mission Veterans coming off of a win. I've got the Roma Gladiators bouncing back and winning on the road at Tom Landry Stadium. Far Valley View travels to Mission to take on the Sherryland Rattlers. Sherryland coming off of a bye. They've had 2 weeks to get ready for their District 31 5A opponent. I've got the Rattlers winning at home. Rio Hondo travels to Hidalgo in a battle of 2 4A squads. Rio Hondo is looking good these days. They'll bounce back from their loss to St. Joseph with a win against the Pirates at Bill Pate Stadium. La Jolla Palmview taking on Brownsville Pace in Brownsville at Sam Stadium. I've got the Pace Vikings getting their first win of the year there. La Grulla's Gators traveling to Willacy County to take on Lyford. This is a fantastic matchup between a 4A and 3A team. Says here the 4A team takes it. That would be the Gators. Just a little bit too much power there. Hebronville travels down to the valley to take on the Progresso Red Ants. I've got the Red Ants getting their first win of the year there. Meanwhile, Corpus Christi John Paul II traveling to the valley as well. They will take on Monte Alto and the Blue Devils. JP2, though, is a pretty strong team. I've got the Centurions winning over the Blue Devils in that one. Aransas Pass at Santa Rosa. Aransas Pass winless on the year. Santa Rosa coming up strong so far with 2 wins. I've got the Warriors winning at home in that one. Benavides coming down from Brush Country to take on Santa Maria and the Cougars. I've got the Cougars getting a big win there. Just north of Santa Maria in La Feria, one of the biggest games of the week. It will be Port Isabel at La Feria, 2 3-0 teams, both 4A powerhouses. I've got La Feria winning that one at home. The Raymondville Bearcats try their luck at beating St. Joseph down at Canales Field in Brownsville. I don't believe that the Bearcats have the offensive firepower to do it. The Bloodhounds will win again and stay unbeaten. McAllen Memorial going to Los Fresnos to take on the unbeaten Falcons at 2-0. McAllen Memorial coming off that tough loss against San Benito. I think the Falcons keep their win streak alive and they get the win over the Mustangs there. Those are the Valley games. Let's tell you about the 4 games outside of the Valley. Mac High traveling up to Victoria to take on the East Titans. I've got the East Titans coming up with a win there. Harlingen Marine Military Academy taking on Pettis. Pettis a pretty strong small squad. I've got Pettis winning that one. La Villa going up to Bishop. The Badgers are 3-0 already. It says here they'll go to 4-0 with a win over the Cardinals. The one Valley team I do have going outside of the Valley to get a win, the Mission Eagles coming off of their first big win this past week over Brownsville-Hanna. I've got them going up to Eagle Pass and defeating Wynn on Friday. No Saturday games, so those are your picks for Week 4 of the Valley High School football season. We'll see you right back here next week.